In the Central Buckeye Conference, there are two teams who have not lost to a divisional opponent in the last 2 years. Tonight, we continue our countdown to kickoff with Indian Lake and Bell Fountain.
Countdown to kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
Fourth down, razor out, ice shaft, one-on-one, right?
Since their groundbreaking year in 2015, where Indian Lake won their first ever outright conference title and achieved their first postseason appearance, the Lakers have become a Mad River Division power. In the past 3 years, Indian Lake has not lost a single conference game, earning an unblemished 13-0 record, and have made the postseason each time. The quest for their fourth straight conference title and playoff appearance begins with only 4 returning starters. The Lakers lost 17 to graduation, including a pair of second-team All-State selections on both sides of the ball, Colin Coburn at receiver and Connor Dixon at linebacker. The pair of Lakers also swept the season awards for best offensive and defensive players in the Mad River Division. With so much lost, it might sound like a rebuild. However, 2 years ago, the Lakers lost an 11-man senior class that accounted for 73% of the team, and Indian Lake still met their goals.
The last 3 years, we've sort of set the foundation for where this program's at right now. And, you know, the seniors have been around that for the last 3 years, and we're counting on their leadership to allow these guys to continue that tradition.
Since our freshman year, we had the guys in front of us reach that goal for the first time, and that was a cool experience to be a part of, but we weren't really in there, you know. And last year, as a juniors, you know, we were definitely in the forefront of that. And then this year, you know, we lost a lot of guys, but we would definitely want to prove that we're still at the top of the level.
You don't want to be the class that, you know, let the other ones down, or you want to be the class that just got carried by the other ones. So I feel like that's the focus this year, you know, make sure we're maintaining that CBC championship and trying to get that playoff berth again.
Winning CBC the past 3 years, we do have a target on our back, but we need to embrace it and go after it.
As for Indian Lake's rivals, Bell Fountain comes off a 10-2 campaign, which earned them the top seed in their region. However, their postseason journey got cut short in the second round, losing to eventual state runner-up Tri-Valley. The team comes into the new season having graduated 21 seniors. That group contains 6 all-conference Kenton Trail Division first-teamers, including Offensive Player of the Year and second-team All-State quarterback Desmond Libertus. As the Chieftain signal caller, Libertus accounted for over 5,000 yards of offense the past 2 seasons. Those big shoes will be filled by Grant Smith, who hopes to make up for the departure of Libertus by changing up the offense alongside a talented receiving core.
We had a lot of speed last year. This we're going to be working with a lot more of a read series, so it's going to be a lot different, but could be more effective than it was last year.
He's definitely a leader of our football team, and as far as being in charge of the huddle and controlling what's going on, he's a smart player. So he's going to be relied on heavily to make sure that he puts our kids in the right position to be successful and keep control of the football. Don't worry about making big plays as much as making the smart plays.
We obviously want to remember the success we had and why we had it. It didn't just come from the talent or the seniors we had. It was also the hard work that we put onto the field out here as well as out there. And I think we could just replicate that again this year.
When we come back, the title of Lima's best golfer is settled on the links. Highlights from the Women's City Tournament right after this quick timeout. Welcome back. The 75th annual Lima City Women's Golf Tournament ended today with the championship match at the Shawnee Country Club. Our very own Jack McGuire has the coverage.
Sandy Doan and Jennifer Mitchell make up your championship match, both playing even through the first 8 holes. Then Mitchell makes her move. Here she nails the putt to win the 10th and put her at 2 up. Then on 11, the par putt goes down, taking her to 3 up over Doan.
Actually, I didn't know how much I was up. He wouldn't let me see the scorecard, which was probably good, but I was just thinking play my own game, and what happens, happens, and that's what I did.
On 12, Doan stares down a long birdie attempt, and it drops in the cup. That birdie kicks off a momentum switch in favor of Doan. She wins 2 of the next 4 holes, drawing even with Mitchell. Then on 17, Doan wins the hole to take the lead.
Well, when I made the turn, I was surprised because I had a really bad drive. Only in the city tournament and the finals do you play bad, but I just kept pressing. I kept thinking, she's got to make a mistake eventually. That's part of what you do in match play. You have to just be patient and wait, and it's not over till it's over.
On 18, Doan with a lengthy putt to clinch the victory. Down it goes. Sandy Doan claims her 6th Lima Area Women's Championship.
kind of unreal. I never thought this opportunity was going to come again, actually. I let the last few slip away in my own doing. Almost did it again today, but I have a lot of faith, have a lot of family and friends and support, the Lima land support, and all the golf courses doing such a great job for us ladies.
In Lima, Jack McGuire, your News Now Sports.
Thanks, Jack. In the majors, it's a rubber match between the Indians and Angels. The Tribe wasting no time today on the 14th pitch of the game. Jose Ramirez unloads on a fastball, taking care of business with 2 ducks on the pond. That's the 33rd time J-Ram has left the yard this year. Indians lead 3-0. Cleveland getting defensive as well. Top of the third, Melky Cabrera gets a good jump, reaching low and securing the catch. Shane Bieber appreciates the effort, and in the next inning, Melky plays hero once again, earning his money in right field as he tracks down the fly ball and makes the catch at the wall. Cabrera flashing the leather today. And with Melky holding it down, Bieber is able to pitch a solid afternoon, freezing an Angel to end the 4th. Bieber struck out 7 in 5 2/3 innings of work, and it's a 1-run game in the bottom of the 6th, but Jason Kipnis extends their lead, finding the gap in left for an RBI double. Brandon Geyer has the speed to score from first. The Indians take the ball game 4-3. As for the Reds, they trailed their series 2-1 against Washington. Bases loaded in the top of the 4th. Mason Williams drops one into right field, scoring Phillip Ervin, but that's all the damage the Reds could do. Tanner Roark had himself a day that includes this diving play from the mound. The righty only giving up 1 run in 7 innings. The Reds fall 2-1. The Tigers have not beat the A's all season long. Detroit 0-6 coming into their 7th meeting, and today was no different. The Tigers gave up 3 different homers today, including this 2-run shot in the 8th. The Athletics blanked the Tigers 6-0. Finally tonight, some big news out of Cleveland. The Browns are trading former first-round pick wide receiver Corey Coleman to the Buffalo Bills. Coleman was the player the Browns selected after trading the number 2 overall pick to Philadelphia so that the Eagles could draft Carson Wentz. In his 2 years with the team, Coleman caught 5 touchdowns for the Browns and racked up 718 yards.
All right, perfect. Thanks, John. We'll wrap things up after the break.